All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday, March 25th. We got 6 games on the NBA slate to jump into today. We're coming off a mini sweep. Last night we go 2-0. We had the Bulls laying the point. They cover for us. And then we had the Thunder plus 5.5. They just barely covered, but we did go 2-0 last night. We'd be back in the green. I knew it. I felt it. And we came through, guys. We're going to jump into each and every game. I'll give you my lean on the spread and the total, but my final plays, like I tell you guys in every video, my final plays will be in the pinned comment. I update that throughout the day, so make sure to check out the pinned comment. Yes, we're in a different location. We are away at an Airbnb for the weekend. This chair is bonkers. I got empty coat hangers over there. It's what it is, right? So we're doing the videos no matter where we are, what we're doing. I know there's a few of you guys in the comments that are like, oh, this is not a good setup, but I never said it was a good setup. But I want the video to come out. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. Like the video as well. You guys crushed the likes on yesterday's video. I think we got up over 300 likes. Let's run it back, guys. Crush that like button. Act like that like button hit you first, and you have all the reason in the world to go and hit it back. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, guys. Let's jump into the first game. We got the Hawks taking on the Pacers. Hawks 9-point favorites at home. Total sitting at 242 in this one. Last time these two teams played was mid-January. The Hawks won 113-111, but the Pacers did cover. It was a 3.5-point spread. In their last 10 games, the Hawks 5-5 against spread. Pacers also 5-5, but they're positive on the road. They're 4-3 in their last 7 here. I do think this is a lot of points to lay if you are this Hawks team. No major injuries to note on the Pacers side of things. There's a couple injuries here. DeJounte Murray is probable. Trae Young is questionable. DeAndre Hunter is questionable, all on the Atlanta side of things. I think this Pacers team is going to come to play. I'm going to take the Pacers as in the plus the 9 points. And then in terms of a total 242, I know why it's high. I understand why it's high. I still am going to lean towards the under in that one. So Pacers plus the points and the under is going to be my lean. Make sure to keep an eye on the pinned comment to see if that ends up ultimately becoming a final play. Moving on, we have Miami taking on the Nets here. Miami 5.5-point favorites at home. Total right now 221. In their last 10 games, Miami 5-5 against the spread, but 4-3 in their last 7 at home. Brooklyn 6-4 against the spread, but they're playing really good road basketball. 4-1 in their last 5 games, on the road. I will say this: in their last 5 games, though, if we look at the sample size of 5 games, 1-4 against the spread. So good basketball on the road, not playing great basketball overall. Seth Curry is out this game. In terms of Miami here, Kyle Lowry is questionable. Cody Zeller is out. Caleb Martin is questionable. I'm going to lean towards Miami. They're the home team. I think that, obviously if Kyle Lowry plays, great. Even if he doesn't play, I don't hate this pick whatsoever. So I'm going to lean Miami minus the 5 points. In terms of a total, it seems too low to me, but we've seen Miami cash a bunch of unders as of late with low totals. So makes me a little bit weary, but I do lean towards the over in this one. Moving on, we got Denver taking on the Bucks. Denver 2.5-point favorites at home. Total 234.5 right now. This is probably one of the better, if not the best game on the slate tonight. Last time they played was late January. Milwaukee won 107-99, but Denver was sitting everyone and their grandmother, right? Like no one played for Denver there, and they still kept it close, but they were 12 or 13-point dogs heading into that game. That was their only meeting of the season. Here we go. In the last 10 games, Milwaukee 5-3-2 against the spread, playing good road basketball. In their last 6, 4-1-1 against the spread. Denver not looking great at home. In their last 4 games at home, they're 1-3 in their last 4 against the spread at home. Milwaukee, I think this is a very good number for them. I like them getting points on the road. I know Denver is one of the better teams in the league, no kidding. I think the Suns just passed them in the finals projections and whatnot in Vegas. But I will say Milwaukee, I think they're playing good basketball. Even when guys are out, they're playing good basketball. They're healthy tonight. I'm going to lean Milwaukee here plus the points. In terms of a total 234.5, I think this one actually goes over. Again, the last time they played was low scoring, 107-99. I still think this one goes over. I think it's a little bit more competitive and more buckets fall. All right, moving on. Phoenix taking on the Sixers. Phoenix 1.5-point favorites at home. Total 225. In terms of injuries here, James Harden is questionable in this game. DeAndre Ayton is out for Phoenix. Phoenix coming off of 3 straight losses. They have not covered a game in 7 games. They're 0-7 against spread in their last 7 games, whereas, the Sixers, I would say they're playing good basketball straight up. I think they've covered somewhere around 6 of their last 10 games. I don't have that in the notes. I am going to take the Sixers in this one. I think, it's similar to the Bucks situation where I think we're giving the home team a little bit too much credit here. So I like the road dog in this one, Philly, plus the points. In terms of the total 225, I do like the over in this game as well. Kings taking on the Jazz. Kings, 7.5-point favorites at home. Total at 236. In terms of injuries, Larry Markkinen is questionable. Jordan Clarkson questionable. Rudy Gay questionable. All for Utah. And then Sacramento, De'Aaron Fox is questionable. So I think that the spread indicates Fox is probably going to get the go. 7.5-point favorites in this one. Utah not playing great basketball. They haven't won in 2 games. Playing Portland, we can understand, that one should have been a win or could have been a win. Then they played Milwaukee. Was it last night? I do think that that's a tough matchup. We can kind of cut them some slack there. But Sacramento coming off a win against Phoenix, and a good win. 135 to 127. They're 4.5-point favorites. They covered that game. We like the covering Kings around here. I am going to lean them, but I don't think this becomes a final play unless we mix it into some sort of a teaser or something, because this is just a lot of points to give this Jazz team. And this Jazz team is a bunch of dogs. Like, they are playing, teams fairly close. In their last 10 games here, 6-4 against spread, and good road basketball as well, 4-2 in their last 6. So I like Sacramento here, but if someone in the comments is like, nah, Utah's the play, I don't think I would totally argue you whatsoever. Next, in terms of a total there, I also like the under. Next game, we have the Clippers taking on the Pelicans here. Clippers 5-point favorites, total 224. We go down to the injury report. Paul George, obviously, still out here. Brandon Boston Jr. is out. Norm Powell is out. Then for New Orleans, no major injuries here. Trey Murphy is worth noting. He's questionable. Expected to play, though. They've won 3 straight games and covered. Now, it was against Houston, San Antonio, and Charlotte. Houston, San Antonio, and Charlotte. They have a combined 6 wins on the season. So I'm not going to put too much weight into this New Orleans Pelicans run here. I'm going to look a little bit more at the Clippers in this game, -5. I wish it was 4.5. It's opened at 5 and stayed at 5, so we'll see what this line comes later on in the day. But I do like the Clippers minus the 5 points. In terms of the total here, 224, I'm going to look at the over. And that is all I have for you guys today. Obviously, I was talking a mile a minute trying to get this video out, even when we're on vacation and traveling. But hope you guys do appreciate it. And yeah, very excited for tonight's NBA slate. Keep an eye on the pinned comment for my final plays. Catch you guys in the next video, all right? Peace out.